just knock everything away. And I bet there's a bunch of dumb stuff we can do with the ragdoll effect.
Yeah, there probably is.
Yes, sir.
Like, the next time I get to an enemy near the ledge, I'm fucking doing that.
Like I've got to wait for Atreus.
Yeah.
There's a scroll here. It belonged to the sun.
You know what? We should probably read this one.
Yeah.
Father, forgive me.
Yeah, so Dad, while you're off hunting and pillaging, Grandad raised me, taught me and cared for me. I loved him. You stabbed him in the back. I hated you. But time was a way of changing things. The clan celebrated. They spat on his kind spirit, so it's proof of weak leadership. And as much as I hate to admit it, you know what? I'm not going to pronounce that word. Thrive with you at the helm. As a boy, I made an oath on the Nornir, to the Nornir, that I would avenge him. My skill with the blade grew, and finally you began to notice. We grew closer, but the Nornir did not suffer broken oaths, not even those made by a grieving child. The chest outside the family's family story reminded me that oath, so the cycle of betrayal continues. You killed the only father I ever knew, but even now I regret my actions. I feel remorse. Please forgive me.
With remorse, forget my actions.
Had he thought before taking action,
There
there would be no
yeah,
need
well,
for
this is a
regret.
bonding moment for father and son, and you know what?
Yeah.
Kratos is learning something
Maybe
too.
we should bring this to his father, back at the storeroom.
And we will do that because you do get something for it.
Yeah, because you got to finish the quest.
Yeah. If you don't finish the quest until his spirit can rest in peace. That's wrong. Got this cool shit, man. Oh yeah, 'cause you can't go through this anymore, can you? Oh, let's go, boy. Let's go, son. Yeah. Let's go through there. Now, fuck it. Let's go. Oh, I heard that. I heard that noise. I heard the combat noise.
What's that?
Fucking maybe we got there. Clearly, there's some combat up there. Let's find it.
It's just like behind you.
No, what sausage I am.
Oh, look at that.
Like, if anyone who's ever rowed a boat know how much fucking effort that takes. That is some.
Like, even if you've just
muscle.
like kayaked or something, like man, that takes a lot.
Thing is, I went kayaking once and I fucking like flipped my boat.
Oh, no.
A swan came for me. I was not looking forward to it. Oh man, we never went in there. Clearly there's something there we've not got yet. Yeah, I want in. What am I missing?
Yeah, how do we get in there?
Some treasure I've not found, Lucas.
Like, this is not acceptable, Carl.
It's not. Missing treasure, man.
I reckon you probably get it from the other side, you know.
I bet you do, and I've just completely fucked that up. God damn it. Son. Fuck you, whetstone. We've just got the best whetstone in the world, don't need that one. It's shit.
We haven't got it yet, have we?
Yeah, we picked it up there.
Oh, did we? Yeah.
Where to next?
Where to next? I'm trying to figure that out, to be honest, son. I'm a little confused.
Is it up there? Because did we get any more from there?
No, it's just you get some items.
Oh, okay.
We had a lot.
Oh, yeah, we did, yeah.
You know what? Let's head back to where we just were. Clearly, there is a secret we have missed. And I'm not leaving treasure just there.
And I bet we've missed something really obvious.
We have, yes. That someone's screaming at us about. 'Cause there's loads of bunch of stuff in there. The arrows. Oh, do you know what? I bet we can find a way to shoot that with the Atreus arrows. Can we do it? Oh, we're not allowed to yet. So
Yeah,
let's,
I can't
head
see
back
anything like any of the crystals to be able to
So let's
shoot.
get on the other side, and we'll blow it up from this side, and then we
Yeah,
get through.
of course. Oh, on the roof. On the
I sees it. Thank you,
On
Lucas.
the roof.
And that lets us do it, and then boom, that opens that.
And that means we can get through that way.
And we can go through the boat. But first,
And that's how we get to the chest, probably.
I can see it, yeah. There we go.
Nice and
Lucas.
easy.
But now we have to go all the way back and get the boat.
It's not.
Whoa, whoa,
Oh,
whoa.
get out.
Oh, no, no. Whoa, whoa, should not have mashed R1 then. Oh, you see how much damage
Yeah.
that did?
Oh, God, that was a lot. Was it
It's
worth
for the
it?
Spat. It was for the Svartal Helm Steel. That lets us upgrade our boy.
Yeah, that does.
Oh, loading screen. Every time, you just see it and just go loading screen. Right, let's roll. Just get it back straight away, man. It's awesome. I love as well when you run and you press the button to put Kratos into hand to hand, so he just goes, oh. He just gets like that little bit ready, like combat ready.
Yeah, man.
Ready for the challenges ahead.
I still think, like, weird tangent, but I get really annoyed. You know, like, Dragon Ball Super?
Oh, shit.
Like, I know you're aware of Dragon Ball Super, Carl. Like,
I'm aware of Dragon Ball Super, yes. It is a show that I've watched. I've not seen Dragon Ball Abridged, though. Do you know what that is?
I've never heard of it.
And no one ever tells us to watch it. It's weird.
Like,
Anyway, continue.
You know the new stance that like Vegeta takes of like where he just lowers both arms
Yeah, because he wants people to attack
and
him.
looks super unready for a fight. I loved that Vegeta learned like that new tactic, and then they just kind of abandoned it for the longest time.
Yeah, his weird stance of like holding his guard open.
Yeah.
Because he wants to fight using reflexes.
And that's
So that kind of
totally
felt like
like
waste.
what I think Vegeta would do. Like that seems like a Vegeta move to me, and that's why I loved it.
Because he's defined by his overconfidence in his own skills.
Exactly, and the fact
how he beats
that
hit.
yeah, okay, he learned that wasn't always the best option, but it was the fact they introduced that as a whole nuance of Vegeta and then almost immediately abandoned it.
Because that's like how he beats Hit, isn't it? Where he lets Hit attack him.
Yeah, and he figures it out.
And then Hit just pulls a new ability out of nowhere. Because that's Dragon Ball.
That is Dragon Ball. And to be fair, when you're Hit, I see it like he is
Hit might,
the universal assassin.
yeah, the 1,000-year assassin. Like he might be one of the most powerful characters introduced in that series because he controls time.
And yet again,
Like,
they just kind of abandoned that character. It's like, oh, damn it.
I do like the idea that like Goku hires him to kill himself.
Yeah, because Goku
he gets-
wants
he get-
to learn.
He gets annoyed that Hit doesn't actually try and fight him at his best. He's like, I'm an assassin. I can't fight unless I want to kill my opponent, so I'm just going to go for like, debilitating blows. And Goku's so pissed off, he hires Hit to kill him. Like, what do you think Chi-Chi thought when it's like, what happened to our savings? Oh, I paid a hitman from another universe to kill me. It's like, why? To train.
Yeah.
She's like, the second strongest man in the universe. Why don't you go train with him?
I have a question.
Ooh, here we
Who there
go.
was the first giant?
Oh, no, fuck's sake. Oh, I don't care.
In the beginning,
Because it's just more shit about Norse mythology.
Oh, okay, yeah.
there were no realms yet.
You didn't happen to
Only
find the
primordial.
whetstone.
Oh god, no, they're both talking.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, wonderful.
Right, What's
Carl,
your
wouldn't
shot?
it be
This stone
horrible
is unusual.
if someone
The
talked
Reapers
over
used
somebody
it to
else?
smash another Reaver's
Yeah,
face.
that'd be awful. I can't believe that. I'm really sad though. This is the only
Here,
playthrough of this game
for
on
your
YouTube
trouble.
that people can watch.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate.
Oh, here we
Like,
go.
people have no option other than to hear us talk over this game.
So here's one of the best hilts in the game for people who suck ass.
Oh my god.
Because it just gives you a low.
That is a
But I'm
cool
gonna keep-
looking grip though.
It is. I'm going to put it on because it gives us luck, which is just an all-purpose
Wait,
stat
test
that
out
increases
the
your
new
chances of
whetstone.
critical hits,
It may
taking
not
less
look like
damage, and just like perk activation.
Oh.
Needed a new one.
See, I
Just
never
for the
really
time
looked
being.
into what luck did,
Saw him.
and I was
It's
just
just
kind of like, what's luck?
Move it out. He said.
It increases like perk activation chance and stuff
Right.
like that. And your odds of like finding items after a combat and stuff like health orbs and rage things.
Oh, that does make sense.
So it's just an all-purpose stat that's very useful to have. Yeah.
So
turning
can
this
you
bow
do that
around, though.
classic like video game grindy thing of I'm going to increase my chance of finding loot to then go find more loot. They increase my
Yes,
chance
you
of finding loot.
Ooh. Oh, this is the reason this is good though, because on the Shattered Gauntlet of Ages, so I think this is where you put all of the things.
Right.
So it's the Shattered Gauntlet of Ages. As you upgrade, it gets a new enchantment slot, and if you put in all of the various enchantments to like a representative of the various stones in Marvel, it gives you that ability gets powered up. So it's just a beam that kills everything.
Okay.
So I'm gonna keep it. Just gets an enchantment, a talisman that has an enchantment slot.
Yeah.
Which is super fucking good.
That is really useful.
No resistance to frost.
And now that
Dark
you've
Elves.
pointed out, I'm like, how the fuck did I not notice that?
It's because it costs so many resources to upgrade, so you probably thought it was useless.
Maybe.
Because its recovery time is like 150 seconds,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just an ability that pushes people over. But it's that classic thing of, but when you upgrade it fully, it's the best weapon in the game.
Yeah.
It's like a common thing in video games. So, you know what? Strength and runic.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm not mad at that. And then we've got enough XP to get some new skills for our Kratos.
Are we not going to power the boy up?
Yeah, you know what? Boy.
Boy.
Power up boy. So massive amounts of stun. Yes.
Yes, please.
Massive amounts of damage. Yes, please. And then we don't have enough to upgrade any of his other abilities. So
And that's just like, yeah.
anything,
We
we
don't
can't
have
afford
anything for anything.
So let's just save up. But
Right then.
massive
We're in the
amount of
middle
stun.
a story,
God, yeah, we
weren't
were in the middle of the story.
Regarding
Fuck's sake.
India. Primordial fire and ice met in the great void, producing water.
Water?
More than water. The mystic life.
I will say though, this is a
force
neat
entirely new.
creation story.
From this water, Ymir took
The
form
Norse
and
one.
became
They're
a
all quite
being of
similar, aren't they, in
pure
the sense that there was a
creation,
great
chaos,
nothingness.
mother
Yeah.
father
And then
to all
some
that come
great
after.
Even the
just
AC?
primordial force brought us
Every
into
god,
existence.
man, and
Which is,
beast
if you think about it,
from
is just the
Ymir's
Big Bang.
flesh.
Essentially, yeah.
Because the Big Bang was just, there was nothingness, and then there was a incomprehensibly massive explosion that started existence.
It was Odin
Yeah.
who took arms against his creator. and spilled Emir's lifeblood with his spear.
Well, I do like the idea that the Big Bang was caused by
Unnecessary evil, he
a
would
guy
say,
getting
to
stabbed.
bring order to the realms.
So now we're going to go do the other side quest to get the other pommel. Because I'm going to immediately... Oh, we can do rage combat. We can... You know what? That's not bad. That's not a bad ability when you have the drop on an enemy.
Yeah,
It's pretty useful when you have the drop on an enemy and then you can run in and do like your shield combat on them.
fair enough, yeah.
So I'll get that for the time being. We'll go for our goals and we'll go kill. Ooh.
Oh, we need to go to the storeroom still as well.
You know what? We should do both. Like, which one's closest?
Does it tell you how close they are?
That's 800 meters, and then this one is.
Odin
Let's
was
do this one first.
fashioned
Yeah, that is
Let's
one
just
thing I
finish
would
it.
like to see just improved a little bit, is the fact that, yeah, when it's, for example, you have to go to the journal to then find the mission to go onto the map to mark, and it's like,
tyrant.
Like, let me tag a few of them at once.
yeah, and let me see like how far away they are without having to tag them, go to the map.
Best we just end
Right.
there, lad.
That could have been just one thing.
A passive buff just by drinking the dew of the world tree.
I
like
just
the-
liked going around hunting those because, yeah, it's just permanent increase to a stat. Cool.
Speaking of which, there's one right
Yeah,
there.
there is.
Look at it. Look, it's right there. How are we the first people to find this? Then again, the world serpent only just revealed them.
True.
So we would consider we're the first people to get these. So they're only visible now the world serpent moved, and we're the only people who have come down here who aren't dead.
Yeah.
So that's
To
the
be
first
fair,
people.
like, I don't know how many other people are willing to consume that.
I bet as well it's one of these that only a god can drink
It's like
it.
there was an
Something
entire
like
city
that,
under the water.
Aye, lad.
So we can't go. We could go down there because there's like dump sites, but I want to completely sidetrack. I don't want to get
I
sidetracked
forgot.
while we're being sidetracked.
You don't want to get sidetracked from the sidetracking.
No, because that's just like a level of distraction I do not need.
Oh, here we go. And then that does become like, oh, we're essentially just going to end up at a 300 episode playthrough.
Yeah, I don't care. This game's awesome.
It is awesome.
One thing that is annoying though, it's at this point already we should have fast travel between those room doors.
Yeah.
And like as we said, you get them so late in the game. It's like, well, there's nothing I really need to go do now.
Because the only real time it's useful is for a player that literally goes through the main campaign, ignores everything until they get the fast travel fully unlocked,
And as we talked about,
and then
with you,
goes
like,
and does all the sidetracking.
Yeah, the stuff you find is usually worse than what you would have just gotten
Yeah.
just from that point in the game anyway.
Yeah, because if you go back to an old side quest that you got at the start of the game, of course it's not going to give you loot anymore.
No. And you could like fix it with like leveled loot, I suppose, but that's the level of I don't want to see that in God of War. I don't want to see leveled loot. It'd be neat.
I mean, we
but-
do have leveled loot.
You do, but like unique leveled loot would be like a ball ache
Yeah.
to deal with. Because that means the incentive there is to only do all your side quests right at the end of the game.
Yeah, true.
Right, so what can I see already? What a ledge. What a hero. Ran straight in, no mercy.
But
That's why I'm doing this, because we'll get a shit ton of
one
XP doing it.
interesting way that I found out that I didn't realise it did, but one interesting way of like leveling enemies in the world is actually Breath of the Wild. And you know, we
Oh, but
assumed kind of like, oh, when you do a Divine Beast, enemies go up in power.
Yeah.
That's not actually how it works.
Is it based on time?
No, each enemy is assigned a value. So like a regular bokoblin is assigned like a value of 1.
Oh, is it how many you've killed?
And yeah, a silver bokoblin is like a value of like say 20. And when you get to certain point thresholds, then enemies become harder in the world.
That's neat. That's a good way of doing it. 'Cause if you've fought like 50 of them, yeah, it stands to reason that you probably like you're good at combat.
Yeah, but if you are just going through for like story purposes and avoiding combat, they won't throw like silver and golden enemies at you.
Because you've not fought enough to for the game to really think like you can probably take a silver bokoblin at this point in the game.
Yeah, and to be fair,
That's a neat way of doing
golden ones I will point out are in the master mode only, where it fucking puts like a golden line along the Great Plateau. So that
Just to
does
let you know.
fuck with you. It changes enemy placements to screw you over.
We should do, yeah. Because at that point you're playing that mode specifically for a challenge.
Yeah, you're playing on master mode. So yeah, fair enough. But that is such a fuck you of like, oh,
golden
I haven't
line
got
up
any
right there.
armor or weapons yet. Golden line up.
That bird did not know what was coming. He did not see that coming. Hey,
What
Spirit,
are
what's
you
up?
fools doing?
We found your son. He was betrayed too.
Atreus
And we
catching
found
up
part of
there.
his journal.
Yeah,
It sounded like he regretted killing you.
Fat lot of good that does.
I like this line though.
How'd he go out? He died fighting?
We found 4 corpses near his. They were decapitated.
Ha! Vandrid always did keep his sword nice and sharp. A lesson he picked up from
Well, that's the thing though, isn't it? Of in this pantheon, like this guy, he died because he was stabbed in the back. He doesn't get to go to Valhalla.
Yeah.
But as he says right here, knowing that his son gets to like go to Valhalla, the afterlife, and live in peace,
We did a good thing.
would be
I'm glad we came
something
back.
that was
That
of
thief did not deserve
some comfort to you, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Maybe
like-
so. Still,
Plus, as
It's
well, you
like,
get a
even if
super-
it was a bitch that stabbed me in the back, I'm glad that he gets to go to Valhalla.
you do as well get one of the fucking best enchantments. for
Yeah,
doing
I've just
this.
seen that. A boost to every start.
Every stat in the
Holy
game.
shit.
Yeah, it's awesome. So I didn't remember where you got that, but I do remember that this was a permanently equipped thing.
And to clarify, yes, like, you know, I'm sure I did get that at some point because I did do that side
you just
quest.
didn't remember.
I just
you
don't
didn't remember
remember
getting it.
because it was 2 years ago.
Oh, Luke, oh, you ready to start doing this combat now?
See, I
Like, when you
hated the
do-
stance stuff.
It's just not fluid enough.
It's not, and it doesn't fit in with any other parts of the combat in the game.
What about Guardian's Route? What about how you can do it in your hand-to-hand combat as well?
Again, I just didn't really use it.
Did you not? In which case, I'm gonna fucking buy it. It's useful, but I've not got much else I can buy besides.
Like,
like,
as we've
making
said
shoot arrows
before,
faster.
the dead ones.
the combat in this game is quite straightforward. Like,
Yeah.
I never
What you have to
needed
do
to
is-
do the whole switching stance thing.
The thing that's quite good though is after any hand-to-hand hit, just leave it, and once you see him do that, you get access to a very powerful finisher. It's just that, and then, and you can cancel it after anything, and you just get access to this. And that's one of the best moves in the game.
Right, yeah.
Because it has massive amounts of stun. It goes through enemies, so you can use it to like attack big groups. I think it has a bit of super armor on it, so Kratos can take a hit while he's doing it, at least a weak one. And then you probably saw like there's the extra effect you can get on top of it as well. And when you get the vitality, it adds like a huge fucking stun burst to it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And that's something I would like to see them double down on, because you can't get them till end game. It would have been neat if you could start building towards like this point in the game.
Yeah.
And that maybe they got more powerful as you got more
Because
powerful.
you didn't really make builds with Kratos until the end game.
No, and we can show that off now. Like it says here, look. Oh, there it is. So you get a little bit of armor on it there. So you get additional bonuses to almost every single one of the attacks that you get with your axe and shield. But you don't get them till you've got like at least 125
125
points.
runic is a lot.
It is, and by that point in the game, you're so strong you don't need these extra effects. But some of the effects are fucking amazing. Like that one, you get a giant, massive, like just explosion.
Of frost, yeah.
It's just
yeah.
huge maps. And I thought it'd been cool if you got like a little explosion at 40 or 50 maybe, and then when you get to 175, it's like a bigger one.
Yeah.
So maybe that's something they can double down on, because it's a neat feature. It adds a secondary effect to almost every move Kratos has, depending on your build. But you never see it till you're already so powerful that you're dispatching enemies in 1 or 2 hits.
And it's weird as well that just the idea of, oh, well, yeah, you can, I guess, build like, you know, you cool down up really quickly in this. But at this point in the game, even if you put every single enchantment socket towards one thing, it doesn't affect it
You
too
would not
much.
gain that.
What speaks to you?
So let's just have a look. So the axe pommel. So this one's super good, but I don't care, because I want to swap it for the Thor's one, because I like the electric effect.
Yeah.
But like, oh, like every time you upgrade it,
All
look,
the dragon tears.
you know what? Should I upgrade it just so we can get the second enchantment slot?
I think you should. I think we should like stick with this for now.
Just for now, okay. I think it uses really rare resources. It would cost 55,000 hack silver. So I'm not going to upgrade it, but I'll keep it just to use the weird effect it has.
Okay.
But I'm going to sell my artifacts because I didn't have many of those.
No.
That's a
That'll
shame.
come in handy.
Can I upgrade anything? Ooh, Talon Quiver.
Oh, that's
Yep.
good there.
I'd rather have that.
Yeah, for sure.
So, passive buffs for me are always better than just like an upgraded move, I guess. And fuck it, let's use this.
Well, that's the thing is, with a passive buff, you don't have to worry
permanent.
about it. It's just something
with
that
that ability-
complements playing normally.
The thing is it actually any like? I
Can
think
you
it's
go to the
technically-
one near?
Nope, you can only go to Brock's workshop. That's why I'm
Right,
thinking.
yeah, they're all locked. Yeah, I see it.
Is it going to be quicker to just get in the fucking boat and go straight over there? Because we have to go all the way through the world tree. We have to go back into Brock's shop. We have to go out that door. It might just be quicker to get in the fucking boat.
I
And
mean,
go
I
straight
think
over.
it would have been quicker to get through the door, but fuck it.
It would have been, but I like riding a boat. And I like running. I like to feel like at the very least I've got some semblance of control over my character. Yeah.
And that's why I think the world tree, when you do unlock fast travel especially, like, is fine.
It's very useful.
Because
it just makes no sense to me why they didn't put it in straight away.
Yeah.
Because for this moment, it's like, oh, I need to go all the way back there.
And it's why are
to give
you
this guy...
locking off the ability to like travel to the other side of the map? Like, what does that benefit the player in any way?
If there was stuff like if there were constantly repopping enemies, that'd be alright because it means I'm leveling up.
But you're
as I go
literally
across,
going
I'm
through
getting-
empty void that you've already
that
cleared.
I've already just. It's like,
Ed, you are full of stories.
Oh, okay.
When will you tell one that entertains?
Oh, Kratos is like, you know what?
Pardon?
My stories have morals to them.
Yeah, I got that. So you want a corker, do you?
Okay, yeah.
Very well, my brothers. I'll tell you the story of Hrungnir, the brawler.
Okay.
The real story.
There was a huge battle, right? His shrine had him in the middle.
Oh, the real
fighting off
story.
Aesir.
Like
pretty
TMZ,
story,
got
but-
nothing on Mamiya.
Hrungnir, you see, was born with neither head nor heart.
Let's do it. Crash into the
The
body.
giants had to
Oh,
complete him with stone.
pickpocket him as we go past.
Strong, to be sure.
That was amazing. I crashed into a dead body and Atreus pickpocketed
I
him.
met him wandering in Midgard one day. Found him so amusing, so harmless, so gullible, that he invites him back to his palace in Asgard. There he gives Hrungnir his fill of mead and goads him into all manner of boasts
I
and
love this
antics,
story.
all for the amusement of the court. I was there. I saw the Aesir laugh as Hrungnir leapt upon his shield and swore he'd kill us all and take our womenfolk back to Jotunheim. Then Thor shows up.
Oh dear.
Does he
Thor's
laugh?
such a bella.
Yeah.
Like, in this world, anyway.
Thor takes one look at the drunken stone buffoon and brings down Mjolnir on his head so hard that he's got chunks of Hrungnir in his own skull to this day.
Hell.
Thor is so startled by the face full of rock, he doesn't notice Hrungnir's body topple right onto him with a sickening crunch. And again, the roars of laughter
So he
echo
killed a
from the
guy
palace
for
halls.
absolutely no reason.
Yep.
That's an awful story, Mimir. Nothing like
Well,
what-
to be fair, like,
What?
not for nothing, he joked about like,
Truth is
oh yeah, I'm
sometimes
gonna,
pretty.
you know, take all you women back to Jotunheim.
But he was a giant
But
and they got him drunk.
They
He
got
was
him like he was a simpleton with a head made of rock. Like he had no brain. And they were just like, oh, let's get him drunk, and then he started making stupid comments, and apparently he gets killed for that.
Yeah, that's what you deserve.
You want a
Apparently.
beach here?
Of course.
Like, can you imagine if that's how it
Is
works?
this the
Just-
right way to the statue of Thor?
I think so, yeah,
Isn't that
because
what-
you have to go to a little separate lake.
Oh, okay.
So I think it
I'm
is.
spotting some combat though. Oh, you know what? Let's try it out. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, see, that's quite useful.
Yeah.
Just like to get the drop on people. Fuck it, let's go. So now I've got my combat shit. You ready? Oh. That is super useful. And then just hit him in the back. Oh,
Just
look,
the
did you
stun,
see
the
that?
juggle.
I kicked him into the rock for the extra stun. Let's do it. Man. Like, the upgraded Atreus arrows with, like, the bullshit that I've got. Oh shit, I woke that thing up! I didn't know if you woke it up until after you beat it.
The lava ancient.
Well, I can kill a lava ancient.
Fuck him up. Fuck him up, Carl.
Fuck. I've got this.